A divine greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the awesome fairy name of Abba Yahuwah Elohim. This is the awesome fairy name that is above all name, eternal. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you formally, for you are the only reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of YAHUAH'S saith unto Yehukanah, the Revelator, seal not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. Exactly what we are doing here formally, decoding end times, prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the blessed returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally our worship, praise, glory, honor, power, riches, wealth, to the glory of his magnificent Abba, Yahuwah, the Almighty, eternal, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, yes, to the Ruach HaKodesh, yes, to the Ruach HaKodesh, yes, 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 to the Ruach HaKodesh, eternally, all glory, honor, worship goes to the Ruach HaKodesh, forevermore, all worship goes to the Ruach HaKodesh, to the Ruach HaKodesh, to the Ruach HaKodesh, yes, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Seke Yabo Ruach HaKodesh, Seke Yabo, say, I truly love you, Ruach HaKodesh. Seke Durilabayo Ruach HaKodesh, I love you so much. Seke Yabo, say, Ruach HaKodesh. Seke Durilabayo Robosinaya Labao. Seke Yabo, say, oh, I truly love him. Dore base, imo santa labu, seke yerabo santu, yabose, oh, I love him. I truly love the Ruach HaKodesh. I just love him. Yes, I do. Horrible Sikayaba. I love him forevermore. I love him, horrible Yante. Yeah, Orobo Sinde, Seke, Orobo Santao, Seke, Orobo Yantulubu, Seke, Mayatalabe, Ruach HaKodesh. Truly love you. Seke, Orobo Sinde Yao, Imayantalabe. Seke Yabose. Love you, Abba. Thank you for giving me your most powerful part, your most awesome part, your most sweetest part, the Ruach HaKodesh. I just love you, Abba. Thank you, Abba. Hallelujah. Yes, Abba Yahuwah. You have been worshipped, praised, honored, loved, served, Ribababasikaya, but always ever eternal, right in the temple of your Isha, your very handmaid, for you are my Abba and also my eternal husband. Abba Yahuwah, Uboraba Sunday Lebo, Abba Yahuwah, Imoseke Rebo Yantalabo. Amba Yahuwah igorobos karabo. Amba Yahuwah ima santa labu. Yenderebo. Imorobos sanda labe. Hallelujah. Iborobos seke labu yenterebo. Amba Yahuwah igorobos karabo. Amba Yahuwah ima santa labu. Yenderebo. I just love you. I love my Abba. Thank you, Abba, for your first do. And I love you so much. All right, now, family, we are here again to do what He has for us today. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message started for you and me. Two signs: Jesus Christ, Sunday resurrection is second resurrection. First resurrection in Shabbat or High Shabbat. Are we ready to look into this wonderful mind-boggling title? Are we ready for this? I speak to the sons and the daughters of the eternal kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. Haribo Santalaba. You know, tomorrow Jesus is going to be raised from the grave. Tomorrow, very, very, very early morning. She's going to be raising, okay? So, you know, according to Christians, they said Jesus died yesterday. They are Jesus, okay? Let me quickly put this out. Allah and Jesus, they are shit. They are, in fact, shithole. But let's put eternal shithole. Only in different toilets. Both of their faces, okay? But in different toilets. Now, you know, Christians said Jesus died yesterday, Good Friday, but to me it's Bad Friday, okay? Because it's contradicting the works of the cross. And now exactly, Islam is keeping that Friday as their day of rest. And Christians said that Jesus died on Friday. And Islam, they are keeping watching for Friday as their eternal rest. And they carry that sign unspeakable. Now, listen, Sunday is a sign. Shabbat is a sign. Friday, 6 days of the week is a sign. And the only messianic sign is what? 3 days and 3 nights. There is resurrection on Sunday. There is resurrection on the Shabbat. On Friday, there is no resurrection. It's death. But that we see in Islam. That is why they are blood-sucking demons. So Allah and Jesus are physics, but in different toilet. They are shit, but in different toilet. So right now, we want to dig into the first toilet, which is Jesus Christ. And tomorrow is going to be raised from the grave, okay? It's a sign. That's what we are saying. And the only messianic sign, we also look into that. The first resurrection, we have it already. Let me tell you. The first resurrection and the second resurrection, we have it already as a feast to be watched for. Okay? As a feast that carry eternal signs to be watched for. These are two signs in our, resurrection messages. Okay? Ours is on Shabbat. And Christians' is on Sunday, but they are all prophetic. Okay? They are prophetic. So it's like the broad way and the narrow way. They are prophetic. Broad way that leads to destruction has a Messiah. Narrow way that leads to eternal life also have a Messiah. You see, so we all already take our eternal direction. We all are walking in our eternal direction. Okay, so it would be very much better that each one of us remain in what we believe and belong to. But what hurts me the most is that what Christian is propagating is not found in our book. Assuming they just go and carry their Ogwega as they are celebrating their Easter, which is the Olokun and Isango, and leave our book alone. You can't be using our book to be doing these nasty things, this nonsense. You can't be using our book. That is my problem. Because where we are headed to, we take the route already. And we cannot return because we set our soul, spirit, and body on the journey of no return already. You are celebrating your Sunday resurrection, which is prophetic and a sign. And I am celebrating my Shabbat resurrection, which is the first resurrection, which is prophetic, and a sign. Now, let everybody remain in their lane. If only Christians will just be in their lane, leave our book alone, we shouldn't be talking to them at all because we are all prophetic. There are many that is being called for a specific, a journey, specific, errand. specific work. That is Genesis 3 verses 16. It said the seed of serpent is going to bite the heel of the seed of the woman. And we know, according to the biblical terminology, heel simply represents to rule. Feet simply represent to rule. That is, the seed of serpent is going to attack the feet of the biblical Messiah, not to rule. And it did it. That is so. You see how you lift your Easter basket upon the cloud. You are not lifting Passover upon the cloud. And this is how you are biting him, because you are the seed of serpent. And this is how you are biting him not to rule over the people he died for. You now said the golden calf is the one that got to the cross for you. That he died yesterday, 3 o'clock. He's going to be raised tomorrow morning. Where is the 3-day signs? Where is the 3-night signs? Anyways, let's put this emotion aside. But I'm pouring out senses to the sons and the daughters of the kingdom that is still, in that dungeon. Ah, no. Thank you, Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. Anyways, now, let us begin to preset it. Prior to the title, let's walk with the title. Obadiah is just one chapter. Okay, just one. Obadiah, only one. There is no chapter 2. Okay, just one. So now verses 17, one already. But upon this Mount Zion shall be what? Deliverance. Upon this truth, deliverance is being set out already to purify the people of the book. Okay? So this is a message that carry a huge purifying effort, not for many, only for few. Upon this mountain, upon Mount Zion, shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So which one is house of Jacob or Jacob? The 13 tribes. They are the house of Jacob. The 13 tribes. So we're going to possess our possessions. So which one is our possession? Possessions. First resurrection. That is what belongs unto us. We are not part of the second resurrection. The first resurrection is on the Shabbat. Okay. Or high Shabbat. Okay. So this high Shabbat could fall on any day, okay, of the feast day, any day at all. It is being called high Shabbat. All right. So this is our possession to get that glorified body. But resurrection is already is going on already. According to the book of Ezekiel 37, we see resurrection is a process. Go and read it. You see how Abayewa begins. It takes about 4 steps to the final one. 4 steps to the final one. Okay, the final one, that is the one that is going to blow the whole earth. But like as I'm talking, resurrection is already going on. The first resurrection is already going on. It's a process. Go and read it, Ezekiel 37. You're going to see it has 4 steps. Okay, to the final one. That we can see the picture in the case of Lazarus also. Yes. When Yahushua called him out of the grave. Is it Lazarus? Excuse me. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let me see. Yep, it's Lazarus, of course. Okay, now let's quickly put this first in order for you to get the very clarity of what we are saying over here. John chapter 11, verses 41. Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. You see, first of all, stone, the blockage has to be taken off the way, get it out of the way. And Yahushua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank you, yes, because you always hear me. All right, 42. And I know you have done it. Okay, yes, 42, 43. And when he had thus, when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. He's calling us. You see the call. 44. It's a process, 44. And he that was dead came forth. We are out of the grave. Listen. Bind hand and feet. We still bind hand and feet with the grave cloth. We still carry that nonsense in us. And his face was bound about with the napkin. Now listen. Yehoshua saith unto him, loose him and let him go. So you see, you need to lose. First of all, the stone, we're taken out of the way. Now Yahushua called. We hear this. Yahushua said, time will come when the dead is going to hear his voice and we're going to come back. So we heard his voice in the land of the dead. So we are coming back. Process is going on. Ezekiel has the clear picture. Like here also, take off the the nappy, the one that tied the head, and the grave cloth, which is the filthy garment. Remove all these things and let it go. They smell everything. You need to go away. It's a process, okay? Now we are ready, but the final step to go, that is going to blow off the whole world, okay? Now, let's take some more. How did you get that? So, prior to the title, that we have two kinds of resurrection going on, okay? The first is on Shabbat or on High Shabbat, while the second is on Sunday tomorrow morning. Jesus is going to be risen, okay? To do what? That is the second resurrection flash second death. The whole world is going to be risen on Sunday. The whole world. The whole world. Second resurrection. Okay, listen now. John chapter 5, verses 27 through 20. No, excuse me, verses 28 through 29. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the graves shall hear his voice. Let us say Yahushua speaking 29. And shall come forth they that had listen now, and shall come forth they that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. This is the two resurrection. And we have it in our feast. We have it in the day we watch for. We have it in the day we call the day of rest. We have it in our circle. We have it already in our system. It is a memory in our spirit, on our brain. Whichever you belong is already been deposited in your brain as a memory for you to watch for, in order for you not to let it go. You that watch for Sunday resurrection, it is being deposited upon you through the deity you watch for, because that's the camp you belong. You see, said the first resurrection life, they're going to come to life. And while the second group, they're going to resurrect for damnation. That is what you have as your Sunday early morning resurrection. In fact, that is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Because the biblical Messiah resurrected on the Shabbat, while Jesus resurrected on Sunday. Come on now. Daniel chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. And at that time, SHA, Michael, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, that is Yisrael, the elect, okay? And there shall be a time of trouble. Yes, a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book of life. 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awaken, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting content. Did you get that? It is to resurrection. The matter is clear. I think Luke 40:40 also talk about the resurrection of the just. Okay, where you get the resurrection of the just, then you also get the resurrection of the unjust. So the whole world is going to be risen on Sunday. But Shabbat belongs to the few, the elect, the chosen, the people of Yahuwah, who's the Shabbat, which is the first resurrection. Now, the only one messianic sign, let's look into that. We have seen, we're going to see, Sunday is a sign, Shabbat is a sign, and both carry resurrection. And want to see the messianic sign. The only one sign, this is the only one messianic sign given whereby you're going to know the true Messiah. Just one, not two. But Jesus don't have it. But he have his own. I know what his own actually is. Matthew chapter 12, verses 38 through 40. Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we won't see a sign from thee. We need a sign. Because this master has been parading himself as the awaited Messiah, as the prophesied Messiah, the one we have been waiting for. He has been parading himself to be that one. Therefore, then I say, come on now, to consummate it all, we need a sign from you. In order for us to know that you are the awaited and the prophesied Messiah. We want to know. So give us a sign. So the scribes and the Pharisees demand for a sign. Listen, not that they don't know. Yahushua first of all rebuked them, but still give them the one messianic sign. 39. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. Go and read Jonah chapter 2, 40. Now, for as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights. Do you know what? It's 3 plus 3. 3 whole days must be completed. This one is not joking matter. Only Jesus is joking, playing games, just as your April Fool is. You know, in the month of Jesus' resurrection is called in the whole world the month of April Fool. That is making big fool of you. Where Jesus make big fool of you that watch for him, in the same place he make big fool of himself. Now, he said only one sign is given. Just one. This is Jesus don't have it. So let's go back to verses 40 again. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, or belly of fish, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Did you just get that? Now, when you go to them, I'm not going to be reading this because, let me see if there is time, because I want to talk. Okay, I quote it already. Jonas, the book of Jonah, chapter 2. Go and read it. He said, what is the sign that Jonah, what was the sign of Jonah that come back to the messianic sign? It begins over there. That's what I said. Whatever we are is already in our feast. Whatever we're going to turn into is already in our feast. Who we are, is already in the feast. It's in our feast. You celebrate Easter, go ahead, because it is your feast. Okay? Now listen. So what was the sign of the prophet Jonah? Fish. He was in the belly of fish. The disobedient carrying him over there. He was in the belly of fish for 3 whole days, which is 36 hours. 3 all night, which is 36 hours. 72 hours must be completed. How about your wife not playing no games? And we is elect. We don't rationalize no issue. Okay, now, so what was the sign of prophet Jonah? It simply a miracle. That fish is a miracle. Okay, fish is a miracle, and it's also a healing. Healing to the broken-hearted one, the Adam, to his posterity, which I am, and the elect. Okay, so we coming back to life is miracle. We getting part of the first resurrection is a miracle. Fish simply mean miracle and healing. Yahuwah said in Matthew chapter 7, I think so, verses 9 through 11, said, which one of you, even though you are evil, your son will ask you for a fish, you're gonna give him a snake? Fish is a miracle, it's a good thing. Now, Matthew chapter 15, verses 21 through 27, we also see whereby the bread, okay, bread stands for healing. But in any area, okay, where Yahushua also do miracle of fish and bread, we also see what took place over there. What am I saying? Fish is a miracle. Okay, simply put, Jonah returning back to life from the belly of fish is a miracle. Resurrection is a miracle. The first one. We returning back to heaven, escape the torture of hell, is a miracle. Yes, it's a miracle. So that is the sign he gave. That is the only one messianic sign to be risen. So what resurrection are you propagating? And what part of the resurrection are you? The first or the second? That is your answer. Question to answer. So the journey of 3 days and 3 nights resurrection, the only messianic sign is being prophesied by Daniel the prophet. Okay, in Daniel chapter 9 from verses 24 through 27. Let me see if I will be able to read it, because we have many to cover. I'm going to cover Sunday as a sign. I'm going to cover Shabbat as a sign. But we started covering already 3 days and 3 nights sign. So 3 plus 3, 3 whole days, 3 whole night. 3 plus 3, what is that? 6. So what is number 6? It is the number of man. So the works of salvation was being given. The number says Yahushua doing the works of redemption for humanity, for mankind. It's not for himself. That is why he put that 3-3. Okay? 3 must be completed. 3 all day. Don't rationalize it. Then you're going to mix it. Now listen, Daniel chapter 9, we take from verses 24 through 27. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression that begins in Genesis 3. It has a set period of a time to finish it. And to make an end of sins. What is sin? Stop breaking the royal law. 1 John chapter 3 verses 4. The only definition for sin, breaking the royal law. And to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecies, and to anoint the most holy. Listen the time. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to rebuild Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks and 60 and 2 weeks. That is 69 weeks, okay? And built, and the street shall be built again. He put a time, and Yahushua fulfilled this 69 weeks already. It's gone. It's over. This is our messianic sign. Even in the troublous times, And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off. Now, so after that, he will be cut off. Listen, when was he cut off? But not for himself. We know that, okay? And the people of the prince, you see, with 2 princes here. Yahushua is prince. Another one is a prince. This is Jesus, okay? The people of the prince. This is not Yahushua anymore. Suddenly turned to another prince. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with flood. That is Sharia, okay? And until the end of the war, desolation had determined. This one is determined there. Who you are is already in you, and you are celebrating it. 27, listener. And he is, when he say he, it is multiple he. As we see already that the prince, Yahushua, is being identified as prince, a prince over the Messiah, the prince. And the prince, another one. Yahushua said, I come in my Father's name. John 5:43. You accept me not, you rejected me. But another one is coming in his own name. And him ye shall receive, and you receive Jesus. And Jesus don't have this sign of 3 days and 3 nights. Come on now. He can't redeem mankind. No. 27 now. And he shall confirm, listen now, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. Now this week is also serving for 2. It can serve for a week, normal week. Okay, like today is Shabbat, this is normal week. And it can also serve for a week of years. And there are week of years and there are week of days. It goes for the 2. Now listen, it's speaking of Messiah over here. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. What covenant are you confirming? And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. Now listen. In the midst of the week, Yahushua stopped the first system of redemption. Passover lamb, the Aaronic priesthood, he stopped it. He put stop. He confirmed the covenant through what? Resurrection. In the midst of the week. So what is the midst of the week? Listen. Wednesday. So Yahushua gave us the Spirit. This is why Jesus confused the whole matter, so that you don't know when is the midst of the week. The midst of the week is simply Wednesday. Yahushua was killed Wednesday, midst of the week. In fact, not just because he was killed on that day. Passover has ever always been in the midst of the week. Okay. Now, 3 o'clock Wednesday, let me count it for you. Yahushua was crucified. So Thursday, 3 o'clock, that is 1 day. Friday, 3 o'clock, that is 2 days. Shabbat, 3 o'clock, he was raising. That was why he said, I am the Adonai of Shabbat. Jesus is the Lord of Sunday. Yahushua is the Adonai of Shabbat. Listen now. 3 whole days were completed. Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Thursday, 3 o'clock, 1 day. Friday, 3 o'clock today. Shabbat, 3 o'clock, 3 whole day. Now let's go back and count. Wednesday night, 1 night. Thursday night, 2 night. Friday night, 3 nights. Shabbat afternoon, the Adonai of glory we are raising. But to be seen early morning, first day of the week. So now you see very clear. But Sharia law is also part of here. That is deceiving you. And the midst of the week is also going to do a lot of damages. Only 1 week is left. But this place is serving for 2 messianic movement, okay? Now, so in the midst of the week, Yahushua has stopped that Old Testament system of redemption. He confirmed the covenant to us through resurrection. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that the timing shall be poured upon the desolate. Now that he gave you his sign, you rejected it, you wait, another one is on its way for you. Jesus is here. Like I said, Allah and Jesus are sheets. Okay, but in different toilet, they are the same. So that was why Yahushua said, I am the Adonai of Shabbat. So now quickly, we are done with the signs of 3D. You know, Jesus don't have it. Okay, let me count for Jesus. Remember, your Jesus died 3 o'clock. It's in the book. I don't know if there is time to read that. It's in Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 through 50. You see over there that Messiah died 3rd hour of the day, which is 3 o'clock by Gentile calculation. Now, Jesus died Friday, 3 o'clock yesterday. So today, 3 o'clock is just 1 day. Tomorrow early morning, Jesus is no more in the grave. So where did you get 3 days and 3 nights? But it's a sign on you, okay? Anyway, Shabbat sign. Now quickly, let's do this before I rush into Sunday. I'm almost running out of time. Exodus 31, verses 13 through 17. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Shabbats ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahuwah, that doeth sanctify thee. I set you apart. Like Shabbat is set apart, like manna I'm set apart for his own use. 14 now. Ye shall keep the Shabbat, fearful, for it is holy unto you. Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. A minute, So, but this judgment is found in 2nd Resurrection 15. 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Shabbat of rest, holy to Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth any work in the Shabbat day, he shall surely be put to death. He repeated it again, many times. 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep my Shabbat. How many times? This is the 3rd time. To observe the Shabbat 4th time, okay, throughout their generations. For what? A perpetual covenant. It is a sign, 17, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days Yahuwah made heaven and the earth. On the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. So now, 6 is the making of man. That is what we saw on the cross. 3 days and 3 nights. It is to refresh man again and to remake you again. And we say, Abayawaki make it so clear that I worked 6 days, but on the 7th I rest. So now you see already, let's start the first resurrection. Is that time today? Oh no. Romans chapter 8, verses 11. But if that spirit is the Holy Spirit is speaking to here, if that spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Messiah from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Which spirit do you carry? The one that's going to raise Yahushua from the grave. On the Shabbat he was raising. Matthew chapter 12 verses 8 said, he is the Adonai of Shabbat. So he was raising. And let me quote this. I'm not going to be reading this. I think this of Jesus' madness. I'm only going to be talking. Where is it? Where is it? 1 John chapter 3 verses 2 said, when Yahushua comes, it said, is do I not yet appear unto us what we're going to look like? But we know that when he comes, we're going to be like him. Okay, now we're going to see him face to face. So how to be like him? To be raised as he was raised. Okay, when? Shabbat. The spirit of first resurrection is in the Shabbat. You can't find him on sun. Day. No. Another one is over there walking now, getting prepared to resurrect the whole world for eternal damnation. Now, Shabbat is a perpetual covenant. Sign of what? Now remember where we just read, where the covenant of Shabbat is all over the scriptures, okay? I just stick with that. Now Yahweh said it's a perpetual covenant and sign, okay? Except for the seventh day, Yahweh rested and he was refreshed. Listen, at the seventh day, which is the Shabbat. John chapter 6, verses 38 through 40. For I come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. 39. This is the Father's will which has sent me, that of all which he had given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Now let's rush over to 53. Okay, that is the second time. 54, excuse me. Whosoever eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood has everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Did you get that? I think there was also one. 44, excuse me. I missed the 44. It's 4 good times. He keep repeating this last day resurrection. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. 4 good times. Let's put some more. Listen, John chapter 11, verses 24. Martha saith unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. And Yahushua said, I am that resurrection. I'm here already. Because how? Why? How? The way I raised, that is how you also is going to be raised. So which one is the last day? Oh, keep prophesying and say there is a resurrection at the last day. Which one? Let's go and do that now. So Genesis chapter 1, carry the answer for you. Now Genesis 1 verses 5. And Yahweh called the day light, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Verses 8 now. And Yahweh called the firmament heavy, and the evening and the morning were the second day. So let's rush down to 13, yes. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Okay, 19 now. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Okay, so we rush over to 23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Okay, we rush over to 31. Is it 31? Yes. And Yahweh saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Okay, listen up. Genesis chapter 2, verses 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, Yahweh ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. 3. And Yahweh blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. He sanctified it. Like he said, he has sanctified me. He sanctified me. He sanctified me, set me apart the way he set Shabbat apart. And sanctified it because that in it he had rested from all his work which Yahweh had made. So now which one is the last day? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Day 7 is the last day. This is the resurrection of the last day. The last day is Shabbat. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Day 7 is the last day. This is the first resurrection in Shabbat or in High Shabbat. John chapter 19 verses 30, the very day the feast of unleavened bread is being called High Shabbat. Though he fall on the that should not be the day you call Thursday, but it's called High Shabbat. It can fall on any day of the week. It's called High Shabbat. So the double Shabbat, there is where the first resurrection is. Let's put some more. Now Revelation chapter 20 verses 4 through 6. This is where it's separated. Verses 4 now. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahuwah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads. What is forehead? It simply means your leader. When you go to Revelation chapter 14, you're going to see that the name of Yahuwah and the name of Yahushua is on our forehead. Okay, because we refuse to take the name of Jesus on our forehead. When you also go to Mystery Babylon, you're going to see a name, Mystery, written on the Mystery Babylon head. It simply means leader. When it goes to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 3, we see the chains of order over there, that Yahuwah is the head of Yahushua. Yahushua is the head of man. Man is the head of woman. Okay, it is simply mean your leader. Your head, your leadership, okay? His name is Christ on your forehead. This is the name, Abiwa, in fact, is set on the head of Cain. Jesus, the name of destruction, okay? On therefore, and the name is also written on our hand. What are we using our hand to do? The royal law said, whatever work our hand could find, go and do. Walk in the vineyard of Yahuwah. And now the name of Yahuwah is on our forehead. Okay, on our hands, we are walking in the temple of Yahuwah, like I'm doing now. You see, I'm walking with my two hands. His name is written on my hand. Of course, when you see all those stripes on our hand, all those stripes in our hand, that is Yahushua actually. That is Yahushua. I've done that message powerfully. The name of Yahushua is written on our hand. All those three stripes you see, that is how Yahushua is being written in Hebrew. The horrible shack in what they call it? Oh, my father forgot. Anyways, it's long, but the name of Yahushua is written on our hand. Okay, now, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. But 5 now, but the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. See, blessing. 6 now, blessed and holy is he that had part in this first resurrection. On such, the second death had no power. But they shall be praised of Yahuwah and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. You know, this second resurrection, no, the first resurrection is going to collaborate. The 1,000 reign of Yahushua is the event in the resurrection, okay? But the resurrection is going on, but the general one is what I'm talking. But that those in heaven and on earth are going to meet together. Now the second resurrection, which is Easter Sunday tomorrow, Jesus is going to rise from the grave. Now it's horrible. So it's only talk. I have 4 minutes to go. Now, the prior to the part of Jesus, the sign of Sunday. What is Sunday? Sunday is the first day of the week. It simply means walk it time. Walk no rest, okay? You're going to walk for all eternity. That is the sign in Sunday. There's no rest because there's no rest on Sunday, but you will never set it apart. Neither did they bless it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There is no rest in that at all. You're going to walk. 6 days you must walk. You're going to be walking with fire. Yes, yeah, that is what you carry. Now, Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 through 50. Go and read it. You say Jesus died 3 o'clock on Friday. So today, 3 o'clock, that is just one day. But tomorrow early morning, you say he's no more in the grave. Are we playing games? You don't say Jesus is a bastard, he's playing your games. Anyways, the sign you carry. That is the sign of Jesus, okay? You don't get 3 days, you don't get 3 nights. So, simply put, Jesus cannot redeem mankind. No. It's not. He can't officiate for mankind. His testicles is broken. You know Easter egg. You ate his testicles yesterday. The Easter egg is the testicle of Jesus. It's broken. You are eating Jesus Christ's testicles. It's broken. That is the egg you ate yesterday. You are eating Easter egg. Nonsense. Anyway, it's your feast anyways. So let me give it to you. It's your feast, okay? Now, Genesis chapter 17, verses 10 through 14. Go and read it. So what is number 8? Number 8 simply means to cut off excess luggage. To cut off is a sign. Say it's a sign to remove flesh. Okay, to remove flesh from this planet Earth. We also see that in Genesis, in the days of Noah, which is also the sign of Yahushua coming. Genesis chapter 6, 7, 8, 9. Go and see it in 9. You see that only 8 people were saved. Number 8 simply means a new beginning. Remember, Sunday is the first day. From the Sunday to Sunday is 8 days. To Sunday, first day. We're going to count 50 days. Now, that's what we are counting now. to Shavuot, the one you call Pentecost. So to get Sunday, 50 days is going to be counting. When you start counting from Sunday, when you get to another Sunday, it's going to be 8 days. So 8 simply represents eternity. That is the sign of sun. Then, sun, this simply means first day of the week, simply means walk in time. No rest. You're going to walk inside fire because there is no, after you will never put his blessing there. He never, rather his work. People is going to be walking in the eternal link of, that is the second resurrection. It pains me that I cannot even read any part of this. Let me see if I will be able to read it death, second death. Okay, now let's quickly do that. Let me quickly do that. So number 8 represents eternity, a new beginning, to cut off flesh, walking time, no rest. This word number 8 carry number 4 and number 8. Sunday is the first day, and Sunday to Sunday is 8th day, and we see that judgment. Okay, so now when to cut off flesh, you're gonna begin a new beginning or eternal state in where? Second death. In where? Link of fire. That is simply stuff for eternity. I'm gonna be doing that. Anyways, the sign you carries, which represent tomorrow resurrection. Now, Revelation chapter 20, take it from verses 10 through 15, but I'm starting from 12. For the sake of time, I'm running out of time. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahuwah, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. The single book is the book of life, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of these things which were written in the books according to their works. What is your two hand doing? You take the mark of the beast in your two hands, Revelation chapter 13. Your forehead, there is a mark. Your hands, there is a mark. You are walking in the vineyard of Satan. You're going to eat egg. You eat egg already. You're going to celebrate pork tomorrow, resurrection of Jesus Christ. From the pit of hell, you're going to be celebrating his resurrection. But it simply means second death. 30. And the sea gave up the death which were in it, and the death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And the death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is what second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. The very second death. Second death is the second resurrection. You're going to resurrect. The second resurrection is to resurrect to face the second death. So we are done for now. Jesus don't carry the sign of 3 days and 3 nights. He only carried the sign of second resurrection to face the second death, to stand in the white judgment throne, to take what you work for. You take the mark of the beast on your forehead and on your two hands. Your two hands to walk. You're working for devils. And your forehead represents your leaders. You carry the mark of destruction on your forehead. That is what Jesus makes. Allah and Jesus are the same feces, but in different toilets. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. We are done. We are done. So now I will dig into the Jeremiah's neck about the messy child. Thank you, Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. To you be all glory. Thank you for the first resurrection for your people. Hallelujah.